Appreciate it.
Thanks, Rich.
How you guys doing today?
Good.
Good.
Thanks for coming up. Appreciate it. We did this a couple of years ago. I thought, oh, we're in trouble. There's like 4 guys here. And then some guys straggled in. I'm sure we'll have a few more. Like you said, I played here. I bleed the black and gold. And I played at Kent State. And I'm still coaching to this day. I have 13-year-olds in Jackson. That's why I got the purple on. I'm going to a scrimmage when I leave here. But I want to talk to you today just a little bit about hitting. Okay, as he said, we coached at the high school for a long time, and we used to see incoming freshmen and some of the things that they were doing when they got there, and we're like, geez, So I won't bore you to death. I'm just going to try to hit on everything that we look for and that you guys should look for when you get your teams out there and they start hitting, especially the little guys. They don't really know. They pick up a bat, they just swing it in their backyard, and they don't really know how to hold the bat or any of that stuff. Okay, so we'll just start there and I'll work all the way through it, and then I'll take some questions at the end. The first thing you do is get them to hold the bat right. Got to line up those knuckles right there. Okay, you'll see a lot of this. Okay, they can't swing a level plane like that. Get it here, because right here you want to be able to roll the wrist over at contact. Okay, so that's why you got to make sure that these knuckles are lined up. Very important. You'll see a lot of grips, believe me. They'll be like this, or you'll see everything crazy. Okay, we get them in high school at 15 years old, and they're still gripping the bat like this. The next thing you'll see is them squeezing the bat so hard they're trying to break it. They're just like this. Get them to loosen their hands up. Okay, hitting is all in the hands. Okay, so if you're just like this and your grip's too tight, you're not having the control that you need. Okay, loosen the bat up in your hands, keep it out on the fingers. Okay, now at contact, believe me, they'll grip it harder. It's only natural to swing the bat. You have to hold it. Okay, so that's very important. The next thing is you get them in the box. Right, now it's time to hit a little bit. We got this down. The thing that you see the most is the balance. Okay, balance is the key to hitting. You have to have good balance. Okay, you'll see stuff, kids all the way out here like this. You'll see some crazy stuff. Okay, what you really want to try to get them is in a nice level stance, balance. I call it athletic. Be athletic. Okay, if you're like this, are you athletic? Are you going to be able to guard so you're going to be able to move? No. If you're like this and you go to side, you're going to be off balance. So get your shoulder width apart, get some good balance. Okay, that's the key. Now some guys like to hit a little bit closed or even a little bit open. That's okay. The key is, where do they go with the front foot once they're doing that? Okay, if they're open like this, and then you watch them take batting practice and their first step goes to here, they're not touching anything out here. Okay, if you don't throw it right in here on the inner half of the plate for them, they're not going to touch it. Okay, if they're bound and determined to hit open, I suggest you tell them, there's the batter's box line, get up on it, get that back foot all the way up on that line, so you're like the plate, you're crowding the plate. Okay, stay open if they want to stay open. Now they at least have a little bit better plate coverage. Okay, because if they're back here and they stay open, if I'm pitching against you, I'm going to kill you all day long on the outer half of the plate. Just leave it out there. He's not going to touch it. Okay? So that's one thing. The other thing is if they're closed. Sorry, I know all you guys are right-handed. I'm lefty. So if they're closed like this, right? A lot of times, here you go. The first move when they're closed is right to here. Because they got to get level. They got to get balanced to swing. They can't swing like